Please. I'm back at it again with the backstories and stuff. So I just wanted to. This was suggested by Darklaw again. Thank you, Darklaw. Shout out to her. And basically, like, I'm gonna show you art about basically everybody's love life and stuff. Basically, of Life's Wild, because I've been doing a lot of that show or series recently. So this is how Dax and Mary met. His real name is Grayson because he's a gray wolf. But Dax is his nickname. So basically, this is his phone. Yeah, someone took a picture of them at a boba place in the woods or whatever. And they're just having a good time. Now, how they met is they met at a party, and Mary was very uncomfortable. And she actually had a boyfriend at the time, another boyfriend, and he was a geep, which is a sheep, a goat hybrid. And they were dating, and then she was like, I don't even want to be here. He was like, relax, babe, it's okay. And then, like, she was very uncomfortable, so she was like, okay. And he went to go hang out with his friends, the geep. And basically, like, she just felt alone. And something happened, like, this bear was, like, harassing her and making her feel uncomfortable. And then her boyfriend was nowhere to be seen. And, like, she was like, oh my gosh, why am I here? And then, like, the bear would kept on harassing them, and her and Riley was at the party. That's how they met as well. But anyway, this isn't about them. They were at the party being harassed by this bear, and then Dax seen that. He was like, hey, that isn't cool. So he was like, hey, can you, like, stop harassing them? And then the bear was like, oh, you want to fight me? And then Dax was like, okay, cool, bet. And then they freaking fought. And then that's how these two became acquainted, and then they just fell for each other because they're like, oh, we have a lot in common, and stuff like that. So that's how they met. That's how they became boyfriend and girlfriend. So Riley, and I haven't named him yet, but this dude. Okay, so how these two met is that Riley's job, well, they were like, okay, she's a mechanic, or she fixes things, as you can see by her handkerchief. So she fixes things. So she went to his job, which is a recycling company, and she had to fix like a compost bin or something like that. I don't know what she fixed, but she fixed something. And then she met him, and he was like, oh, can I try? And she was like, yeah, sure. And then she taught him how to fix like a compost bin or whatever the frick it was called. It was like, it's like a mechanized thing, it's not like just toss it in. It's like, I don't know, they had like a mechanized thing that just broke down, and they called the repair people to like fix it, and she was one of the repairmen or repair women. I don't know what you call a female raccoon. Anyway, so yeah, that's how they met, and they fell in love. So the interesting one, Vixen and this girl. So basically, it's a long story. So basically, she is just like at the same party. They all met all at the same party, by the way. It's a long story, but yeah, it was a college party. And it's a long story. I can explain it's a whole episode that I have planned out. But anyway, so he's seen her in the background of when, Dax and Mary met. So, yeah. And he was like, well, that girl's cool. I'm too shy to ask her out, though. And then he kept on seeing her in the background of several areas. And then they finally went to another party, and he was like, you know what? Yeah, let me stop being a punk and actually ask her out. And then that's how they, went out. They just were at a random party, and they were like, eh. But Vixen has also had other girlfriends because, well, I mean, everybody has had other boyfriends and girlfriends in this series because, they're teenagers. They date a lot. So, yeah, they date a lot of other animals. So, anyway, this is Vixen's old girlfriend. And the reason behind this one is really funny. Vixen thought, okay, this was one of Riley's old friends when they were in high school. They're out of high school, by the way. They're young adults. So, during high school, Vixen thought it would be nice to date one of Riley's friends because he's like, hey, if they're friends with Riley and I'm friends with Riley, we might get along, right? Yeah, that was a poor decision making part on thing on his part. And he was like, yeah, this girl might be fun. So he started dating her and realized that she was kind of annoying. And he was like, oh gosh, I don't want to, like, he hates confrontation, so he's like, I don't want to break up with her. But luckily for him, she was like, you know what, Vixen, you're really boring. I can't do this anymore. And he was like, okay. Great. I mean, not great. Oh, I'm so sad. I mean, yeah. Sorry that we couldn't do this. And she's like, it's okay, you're boring. So basically, like, he kind of got lucky and she broke up with him first, and he didn't really have to, like, break her heart or anything. And he was just kind of pretending to be sad. He was like, oh, yeah, I hate that she broke up with me, but really he was kind of relieved because she was super annoying. So, yeah, she was, like, one of those, like, people that I don't know. I don't know how to describe her. She's just annoying and he didn't vibe well with her. So yeah, that's basically it. That's everybody's love life. And I just wanted to share that. This is Vixen's phone because it's green. Green's his favorite color. This is Riley's phone because pink is her favorite color. And these are the screensavers of their phones. So yeah, and that's how everybody met their boyfriend and girlfriend. Love you guys. Wash your hands. Goodbye.